Hi, I'm Gavin Gillespie, and I will be interviewing Miss Davis, the Ghost Lady. How do you feel about the Cave Spring ghost stories?
I feel like, you mean like how do I feel the tours went or about each individual story?
I guess both.
Okay, the tours were great, and each of the stories is based on evidence that a paranormal investigation team has found in the buildings. So they are real stories.
Okay. Do you like ghosts?
Do I like ghosts? That's an interesting question. I have seen some really bizarre stuff that I really enjoy trying to figure out, trying to get to the bottom of it. So yeah, I like them.
Is that why?
Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't explain it,
Mm-hmm.
and the scientist in me really wants to explain it. So that's why I like a mystery.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of leads me on to the next question. Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, that's a tough question. Do I believe in ghosts? Honestly, I don't know. There are weird things out there that I can't explain, and I've seen some things that are very weird. I've heard some things that are very weird. But I don't know that I'm ready to say that yes, ghosts are real.
I mean, those little ghosts on cartoons are obviously not real, but...
I've never seen a dude standing in front of me wearing a sheet with holes in it, no.
Okay, do you think these stories are true?
That's a really good question because the stories are based on history and the history is based on research. So the names, the nurse at Fannin Hall, all of the names that she said were real people from Cave Spring. Her name was real. The soldier who was standing next to her, his name was real. All of these names, all of these events are real. So are the stories real? Yeah.
All right. Are you afraid a ghost is going to come into your home?
I have a ghost in my home.
Really?
Yeah. You want to hear the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we were doing a training. We had some new equipment. And I was just supposed to practice recording things, working the camera, and all that good stuff. And when I had done an interview, we call them EVP sessions, and I forgot, electronic voice phenomena. That's what it is, EVP. The theory is that ghosts can be heard easier at higher frequencies. So an electronic digital recorder will capture their voices. So we're asking some random questions, and I say things like, is there anything I need to know? Okay, this is the basement of my house, right? When I'm listening to it again, I hear a voice say, I saved your life. The voice wasn't me. The voice wasn't anybody else in that room. It was nobody in my house, and I've never heard that voice before. And then doors started closing, and I started hearing other noises. So I think I do have a ghost in my home.
Wow. Do you enjoy telling these ghost stories?
I love it. I really do like it. I love it because it's a great way to teach history.
All right. How do you feel when you talk to the ghost?
I really like knowing that I have asked questions and I've gotten answers in return. That's a cool feeling because again, I don't know what it is, but when I ask, well, you heard at the ghost tours, when I ask the question, can you tell me who started the fire? And a voice says, some men did it. I asked the question, that was a response. That's cool.
So you asked the question?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
That was me. And you heard my teacher voice,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot interrupt me. You can't talk over me. I do my teacher voice to ghosts.
Oh.
Works on 6th graders, works on ghosts.
Who knows what else it'll work on?
That's true. I'll try it on dogs next.
Has a person ever been haunted by a ghost in Cave Spring?
Yeah. In fact, I don't know of many buildings that don't have ghosts in them in Cave Spring. There's some that are quiet, but we've caught strange evidence. I've even investigated my parents' house, and they have weird stuff happening.
So they have a ghost in their home?
They have the ghost of my cat in their home.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I liked it.
Can you tell me some examples of the ghost being seen?
Ghosts being seen. Yeah, I have. You know, it's weird. You see these scary movies where the doors open by themselves and things tip over. I've never seen that happen. But I have seen, for example, when we were doing an investigation in the cave, I have seen a white mist form around my legs, around where I was standing. I saw the white mist cover my hand, and I felt a hand on my arm. And then I saw the mist go away. So I've seen that. I've not seen anything fall off a shelf or anything big move, but I have seen shadows and I saw that white mist. So I think that's about as close to seeing something as I've gotten.
How did the ghost feel when it touched you?
Freezing. Have you ever been so cold that you're just shaking and you can't stop it?
Mm-hmm.
I was so cold, I was shaking, and I didn't think I was going to be able to stand up. I was shaking that much. It was colder than a refrigerator, colder than a freezer. It was like every single bit of warmth in me was just gone. And then when I felt the little hand go right here, and then it went away, it's like it all came right back and I could stand up again. But when that little white mist came back, it was like, oh, I can't stand up. My knees were shaking. It was the weirdest thing.
Okay, now this is the last question. Now, before we end this, are you excited to be doing the tour?
Absolutely I am. I love doing this because, like I said, you learn history doing this. You notice that every single one of those stories had something to do with the history of Cave Spring.
Mm-hmm.
The ghosts in Fannin Hall, that was a Civil War nurse. Well, you learned a little bit about the Civil War while learning about the ghosts. So, yeah, I'm so excited. I love it. If I can make somebody else love history as much as I do, score.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.